Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello to all who join the second International Conference of Mathematics and Mathematics Education. My name is Siti Noraisyah Binti Shamsuddin. I'm from University Pendidikan Sultan Idris. Today, I will present about my article entitled Development of Dumb XY Game for Coordinate Topic Form 2. Okay, firstly, I will present about the introduction of this article. Mathematics is one of the important subjects and needs to be mastered by students. Student mastery, there are still many students who do not master in mathematics subject, especially coordinate Cartesian topics. Cartesian coordinate. So far, there are still many who are difficult to solving conceptual problem on the topic of Cartesian coordinate. Game-based learning. To solve this problem, game-based learning method can be used to learn the topic of the coordinate. Khairinia, Nilo and Fendi in 2020 said, the topic of Cartesian coordinate has become fundamental and relevant to the study of mathematics, namely relationship, function, and function graphic. So far, there are still many who are difficult in solving conceptual problem on the topic of Cartesian coordinate. Nur Fazila Muhammad, ETAL, in 2015 said, mathematics itself is basically a subject that belongs to a subject that can increase the creativity. But the way of teaching in school does not generate toward producing creative students. Next, Azmin and Faridatul Azna in 2014 said, learning in school is generally formal and traditional. Traditional here means that the method of learning in school in the form of one-way teaching, which is in the form of lecture, problem solving through drills and discussion. Lastly, Nur Fazila Jamaluddin, Saharuddin and Megat Ahmad Zahari in 2015 said, to ensure learning, the use of play activity as a method of teaching and learning in the outside of classroom is based on learning activity while playing. Next is the research objective. Firstly, to build a dumb XY game for a valid coordinate Cartesian topic. Second, to test the usability of a dumb XY game for a topic of coordinate Cartesian by Form 2 student. Okay, next is methodology. Firstly is research design. This study used developmental research design, DRD, and this study also used ADDIE model, which means analyze, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. Next is population and sample. The population consists of 130 from 2 students from SMK Bukit Pasir, Johor. 97 samples were selected based on the sample size determination table based on the population of Creechy and Morgan in 1970. For the sampling technique used is a simple group random sampling. Okay, for the research instrument, there are 2 research instruments in this study. Firstly is a dumb XY game validity questionnaire. The data analysis method is frequency formula and expert agreement percentage from Side and Jamaluddin in 2005. Second instrument is a dumb XY game usability questionnaire. The data analysis method used is statistical for the social science SPSS to obtain the value of frequency, percentage, mean and standard deviation of each aspect of usability. The level of usability was determined based on the interpretation of a mean score of the 4 points Likert scale from Ridwan in 2012. Okay, next is a result and decision. This is the result of validity dumb XY game. Validity was obtained from 3 aspects, and overall mean percentage is 88.6%. The finding shows that all the experts gave a good percentage score between 80% and 100%, which can be interpreted as a finishing and achieving a high level of achievement, and the majority of experts are satisfied with the produced dumb XY game. Of that number, the overall mean percentage obtained was 88.6%. According to the one Shafiqah Nabila Wan Hashim in 2020, a good determination of validity is based on the views of Tukeman and Wahid, which is the achievement level of 70% is considered to have reached a high level. So, the development dumb XY game has a good validity value. Okay, next, the table shows the usability analysis of dumb XY game. There are 10 items and the average of mean is 3.79. Based on the interpretation of mean score of the 4-point scala Likert that was used, it was found that almost of the items on the questionnaire instrument were at a high level because they exceed the mean value of 3.51. The average value of the study mean score of 3.79 shows that all the level of usability of the dumb XY game is at a high level. This shows that dumb XY game is suitable to be used as a field of the topic of Form 2 coordinate Cartesian because it is a high quality and has a positive impact on student learning. Okay, lastly is a conclusion. It can be concluded that this study has successfully developed a game for the topic of Form 2 coordinate Cartesian named the dumb XY game. The construction of dumb XY game is expected to attract student interest in the topic of coordinate Cartesian and has a positive impact on their learning. This study is also expected to provide contribution and guidelines to researchers and educators who want to build game as a better and perfect teaching aids. That's all for me. Thank you.